Hello everyone, this is Taryn from A Song of Ink and Paper. I'm back again for the new to Booktube tag. This tag was created by Trina from Between the Chapters. Her channel is really great. I'm going to link her original video down in the bottom bar. Please check her out. And without further ado, let's get started. The first question is, where are you joining us from? I am from Southern California. I've been here all my life, and that's about it. Second question is, how old are you? I am 24 years old. I will be 25 in April. And question 3 is, why did you join Booktube? I joined Booktube after discovering it about a year ago because I did not know it existed. And the first booktuber that I actually watched, her channel is called BooksandQuills, and I found her channel by a sort of happy accident. I wasn't actually looking for it, and I didn't even know that people were on YouTube making videos about books. And I quickly became addicted, and I subscribed to all of the channels. And this past New Year's, I made a resolution to get out of my comfort zone, and I figured this would be something that I would really enjoy since I watch a lot of it, and I read a lot of books, that I might enjoy making a booktube channel, and here I am now. Alright, on to the next question. Question 4 is, what is the meaning behind your channel name if it is something other than your name? The meaning besides my channel name, A Song of Ink and Paper, is probably pretty obviously a play on A Song of Ice and Fire, which I read this past year and I absolutely loved. I had watched the show previously and I didn't even know that they were books. And once I discovered that it was actually a series of books, I quickly bought all of them and devoured them. So that is the meaning behind my name. And question 5. What types of books do you read / want to talk about here? I typically read across genres, as I said in my intro video, which I will also link down below in case you want to watch. I read a lot of YA, but I also do read some adult. I read a lot of fantasy though. I read a little bit of sci-fi, but I pretty much will read anything if it sounds interesting enough to me. So I would say my reading is pretty varied, and I mean, I do read a lot of graphic novels and manga. So I would say I'm a pretty varied reader. And question 6 is, who are some of your favorite authors? So many. Of course, J.K. Rowling. I love Stephen King. I love Neil Gaiman. I love Rainbow Rowell. New one is Sarah J. Maas. Or Maas. I'm actually not entirely certain how you pronounce her last name. But there's so many. If I list all of them out, we will be here all day. So we should move on to the next question, which is, what is the last book you read? The last book that I read is Heir of Fire. And moving on to the next question. Question 8 is, what are you currently reading? I am currently reading Queen of Shadows. I am also reading I'm also reading A Court of Thrones and Roses, also by Sarah J. Maas. And moving on to question 9. What do you use for bookmarks? pretty much anything. I do have some bookmarks that I received from my older brother who used to work at Scholastic, so he would get me bookmarks all the time. And I also have a few that are very special to me that my mom bought from a gas station from a woman who makes them, which are these here. And actually I do want to make a dedicated video about my bookmarkers. But also my bookmarkers consist of receipts, rubber bands, string, paper, just pretty much anything that's flat enough that I can fit in my books. The only thing that I really never do and I really hate is I never ever dog ear my pages. It's a really big pet peeve of mine. Alright, moving on to question 10. Show us your current TBR pile. Okay, that one's going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm going to see if I can hold them up. Hold on. Okay. Oh, this is difficult. Here is my current TBR pile, excluding a few ebooks because I am reading Queen of Shadows and Court of Thorns and Roses on my ebook, which I have here. Alright, moving on to question 11. Which do you prefer, hardcover or paperback, ebook or physical, owning or borrowing books? I do prefer hardcovers. However, when I have a really floppy, let me see if any of these are floppy enough. Let me see. Like, I really love really floppy paperbacks. I don't really know why. I just really enjoy them. So if it's a floppy paperback, I'm happy, but I usually do prefer a hardcover because I'm a little bit rough on my books, and they tend to stand up a little better. And ebook or physical book? Okay, if you had asked me this about a little over a year ago, I would have hands down said physical. However, my fiance bought me an e-reader about a year ago, and I was very resistant at first, but I think I might have come around to the e-reader side, and I really do enjoy them. So I can't really say which I prefer. I think I like them about equal. Don't kill me. And borrowing or owning books, I'm gonna also say about equal, because as much as I love owning my own books, which I probably buy too many of, I really do love checking out books from the library. I have 2 really great libraries nearby me, and they have a really great selection in the library as well as online. They have a really great ebook selection. So I really do prefer both. I mean, if I really do love a book that I've read from the library, obviously I'm going to go and buy it because I actually do reread a lot. Alright, and question 12. What book or series got you into reading? Okay, that's a little difficult because from the moment I learned how to read, I was pretty much always into reading, so technically it's Cat in the Hat, or anything really by Dr. Seuss, but the first book series that really pulled me in was Harry Potter. Yeah, it was Harry Potter. So, question 13. How did you discover Booktube? Well, as I said earlier, the first channel that I watched was BooksandQuills, and I watched her for a little while. I pretty much watched every video that she'd uploaded, and I discovered there were more people on YouTube who were making videos, and I discovered it was an entire community of people making videos about books and talking about books and making reviews and interacting with one another. and I thought it was so great, which is why I really want to be a part of it. And question 14, what challenges do you think you'll face with your own channel? Um, because I am just coming out of a very long reading slump, few years long reading slump, I'm hoping that I can keep up with the amount of books that I plan on reading so that I'm able to produce enough content for my channel. I hope that between making and editing videos that it won't decrease my reading any, but I'm actually not too worried about either of those things. I know that I'll figure it out either way. And 15, where else can we find you? I do intend on creating a Tumblr as well as a Twitter and a separate Goodreads account that will be connected to this channel, but I have yet to create them, so I will link them below once they are created. Um, oh no, I think that's all of the questions. I really enjoyed doing this tag. I don't really have anyone to tag. Anyone who's watching this who's making a booktube channel, I challenge you to do this tag. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time doing this. Stay tuned. I do have some other videos in the works. And as always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And love, peace, and happy reading. Bye!